just like, there's errors everywhere.
Let me tell you who's not excited for tonight. Me. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
That may be true, but be optimistic.
I want to die.
That's the spirit.
That's what has been said in every session so far. We're all gonna die.
At some point.
Yeah. Okay, I like to. Gotta retain consistency, you know.
I found a shower crown. Now I have.
Congrats.
Retriever, die! Go away, stupid beetle. I'm playing Tokyo Jungle. Go away, you stupid dog! How many dogs do I have to kill to be left alone?
Well, it's funny you should ask. The formula is 20d6 plus 4.
I'm a horse, so I have three attacks.
The same for leveling up the session.
I think there's fair odds, especially given how many experience points we got, which I guess part of it was Jonas said that some of them were experience points he forgot to add after we took Faster Vault.
Yeah.
Why would he forget?
Well,
it didn't really make a difference in the end. But,
it's quite easy to make a mistake like that. You just miss like a section that says, "Oh, this awards this much experience."
Listen, he's a professor.
He's
a professor. You spend enough time around students, you start to pick up on their traits, like forgetting.
I'm a boss horse.
Yes, you are, with those supple purple wings extending out of your middle back.
Well, that's a pony. Damn lapdogs, just die.
That's the ponies.
Yeah, pony is a completely separate race from a horse. My sincerest apologies on even submitting such an idea.
I actually don't know. Maybe. What is except the size? Is there any other difference?
A pony is a baby horse.
No, that's a foal. That's much, I know.
I think a pony is actually a special kind of horse, honestly.
Ah!
I'm saying this, I have no actual idea.
It
is a breed of
because if
small
you had
horse.
you buy a pony, and then you need a pony to
Wait,
ride.
wait.
Because they're very small.
What,
and then
DDS
it just
is like
grows
an
up.
actual separate breed? I thought I thought it was like an immature horse at least. It's actually like its own separate breed.
No,
yes, it is just a separate breed, a small breed.
I know, they're like Icelandic ponies at least, and they don't become they're like that's dogs almost.
I knew about the word foal. I just thought it was like foal, pony, horse.
like age categories of a dragon, young
I know.
adult horse.
Fuck, I learned something today.
I think that
I'm positive pony is something.
I think ponies is the same species, same thing as a horse. They're just much smaller.
It's the same species, but it is a category of breeds of the smaller variety of horses.
But they can have children with each other, so.
Yeah, they're the same species, they're just different breeds.
Yeah.
Ponies just happen to be the small breeds.
Yeah. Okay, now we got that cleared.
I have a cousin that's a horse, enthusiast.
Enthusiast, a good word.
I actually know someone who had, maybe she still has, horses, and one of them was half pony. And another horse breed. I think it was... who cares?
So half pony is an inherited template. What kind of benefits does that provide?
You get the small, I guess medium size.
You get the medium size, and ponies is amazing at curing themselves. If they're sick, you just let them go and some weed plays, and they'll just, I need that kind of medicine and that.
There you go. A second reroll for diseases.
Yeah.
I see.
That's it?
Well,
they're very sturdy.
I don't know that much about ponies, honestly.
Well, clearly neither do I, so that's why I'm asking you, the experts.
Yeah, I can say the official thing, like a horse is a pony if it's less than 58 inches in length.
Oh god, there's like a science behind this shit and everything. Oh, my head.
Yes, there is.
This isn't school. No.
We can talk about something else.
Let's put some school in this Skype call.
Well, we do have a teacher coming.
That's true. Teacher's not here yet.
That's right. if he doesn't show up within 15 minutes, I'm walking out of the classroom. That's how it works.
That means we don't have to do anything.
That's right.
I hated those.
We're given these assignments to do while the teacher isn't here.
Sometimes there were those students who went to get the teacher when the teacher forgot that he got it to teach us.
How can you forget you have students?
It happened to me quite a lot.
I'm a teacher, I forgot.
It was a bad school. It's just I was supposed to be here. Yeah. Oh. Well, let's go get over and teach her now.
I probably wouldn't walk out. I mean, I did show up early, which probably means I'm actually like the worst sort of motherfuckers, because 40 minutes before class is set to begin, here I am with like a filled up newspaper, just kicking back in the chair and waiting for the damn professor. This is terrible.
So that's the kind of student you are?
I guess so. Fuck. I need to hang up.
I used to do that about like 2 years ago. I used to do that, actually.
Fuck this call. No, I need to walk out. Rebel. Fight the system.
You just learned something, yeah?
I know! Shit, he's not even here yet.
Your spare time.
Unfortunately, I am recording that, so that means that everyone on the internet gets to learn about my pony ignorance.
Oh no.
You know, I'm actually okay with that.
I think it's gonna be okay.
It'll be fine.
That's right. There.
Yeah. Grimith knows little about ponies.
Neener. Manica, I don't think that's a very cooperative pony.
Huh?
I figured I'd wait all week to tell you that your avatar doesn't quite fit.
Well, it had some history with the others.
Oh,
I figured that.
We all fear it.
Oh, well, you know, I suppose if there are things that you're going to fear, that, you know, it's not that bad.
A blue horse? No, not that bad.
Especially with what it can do.
A damn blue horse.
Well, apparently it has, like, its own special effects, like, stage system in the background.
Huh?
With all the smoke. And, you know...
Yeah.
yes, it has an entire crew of special effects artists behind it.
What picture do I have that has, like, stage systems? Not what I thought. Alright.
Manicai's like, wait, I thought I had a different picture up.
Yeah, I thought I had, like, a horse or something.
Blue horse!
We clearly have, like, an animation team responsible for the glowing orbs for eyes.
It's very fancy here.
I know. So, she's not going to be around to talk to us about Twitch Plays Pokemon. That's a shame.
I missed that.
Damn it. Have you taken a look at it? Do you know whether they're further along than when they were last week?
I think they have gotten further along. I think it is a thing they do a lot.
Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Now, yeah. Have you not heard of it?
Apparently, it has been a thing that's gone on for a long time. Like, back in the day, they used to get further along because there weren't so many fucking people participating.
67,000.
People participating.
No.
Yeah.
Because apparently my Google Chrome at this point is starting to recognize Twitch Plays Pokemon as a website.
Did you mean Twitch Plays Pokemon? Damn it.
Like, if I do Twitch and then the letter P, the moment the first thing will come out, it'll just put the full link in for twitch.tv/.
It's time to clear the browsing history.
Just clear it away.
No one can know.
The cache.
Browser.
You need to open an incognito window.
Yes, I probably do.
My God.
I can't tell how well they're doing right now. They seem to be stuck in someone's house, though, running around in circles.
all the joys of being a kid again, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a kid again.
Actually, I'm pretty good with being an adult as well.
I'm only as old as I feel, and with Jake not around, I can actually feel young again.
Eating ice cream for breakfast, you know. Jumping in the bed. Never cleaning or going in a bath.
Getting a sore stomach.
Yeah. This is what adulthood is all about.
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem is.
It's totally not about responsibility.
Yeah.
No.
Told you that.
You see, here in the United States, Vanica, beyond all of, the cultural bombing that we do with all of you and the grim, dark reality of our cities and towns, our dreams are crushed.
It's like America is the new country, so it's the like dark and gritty revamp. Well, here's like the fairyland that has all the happiness and just sunshine all the time.
That's right. We are the dark and gritty rewrite of life.
Yeah. Life, Earth, existence. Sounds about right.
I don't know. Maybe Japan's got that title from us now.
Oh God, they're like the expressionist, modern art.
Yep.
Sort of thing. Japan.
Some days I regret my country dropping nuclear weapons on them. Clearly it fucked with them.
Something went wrong.
Something went wrong.
You think?
I never know.
I mean, I know as much about Japanese as I do about ponies, so...
We can safely make some assumptions, I feel.
I feel, yes.
I mean,
based on my extensive basis in history, I do safely feel like the Japanese have cultural issues.
Things.
Yes.
They have culture.
That's right. They do have culture.
Something.
Culture they have acquired over a long career.
And I mean, culture is something. So.
They have salarymen. Yeah.
Have what?
Salarymen. That's the sort of like the catch-all term for like Japanese men, and I suppose women now who live like your 40-hour like office job, and they get paid in salaries in like all of their businesses and high-rises and stuff. There's the catch-all term salaryman.
Right, I heard celery.
Oh,
so.
shit.
The celery man, yes. Within the shadows of Mount Fuji, the Japanese, along with their massive hornets the size of your hand, grow special...
All the Micheloids and celery men.
They have 1d8 hit points and -2 con.
Well, you never know. They can share a square with other Japanese people as they're good at squeezing.
As a full round action, they can snap themselves over someone's knee, nauseating that person for 2 rounds. Cultural ignorance.
I mean, that's what our part of the world is known for, isn't it?
That is
yours.
What. Yes.
At least yours is known for that.
I'm willing to, concede that even after a cosmopolitan lifestyle, in which I've heartily dined on the culture and history of other people, that there's so much I don't know, and frankly, I'll never know. I'm okay with this. I exist to deepen cultural and racial divides, and I think that's my primary goal in life.
One of those people say, "Oh yes, diversity is beautiful."
That's right.
Let's remain ignorant.
I mean, how would you feel if the rainbow were only one color? My God.
We shouldn't mix the colors with the rainbow.
We need to segregate the red from the orange from the yellow.
Yeah. Clear borders. Like those of a nation.
Closed borders.
Yeah.
with massive checkpoints between along each to prevent, you know, commingling. Fuck.
That would go well, I'm sure.
We'll stick dwarves to the walls. Bite their tongues.
Dwarves?
Dwarves.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I changed jokes there, man. I guess.
Yeah, I follow you now. Just a little sort of okay. We're getting into that sort of.
I know you like chuckled at first, and you're like, what?
Diversity bashing.
Oh man.
Culturally insensitive.
What if I were a half pony, half troll? What size would I be?
Oh, well, the pony is an acquired template at birth.
I thought it would be inherited, not acquired.
No, you acquire it when you're born.
That's an interesting spin on the rules.
Yeah, it's so that it stacks with inherited ones.
So that means that before you're born, then you haven't acquired the half pony template.
Yeah, you're just troll. You're just troll that.
So that means you're a large sized baby.
Yeah,
okay.
But then you but the baby is a template that makes you small. So
it overrides the.
You don't change your size when you're born.
Oh, okay.
As a half pony troll.
Right.
It's also called a small central.
I see.
Lower body of a small pony and the upper body of a strong troll.
Now I'm trying to imagine that. DDS, get on DeviantArt, see if you can find a picture of this.
Right, Incognito, where are you?
So, if I could find a picture of a female Gripply, you can find a picture of a half pony, half troll.
Let's see what Google says.
Consult all the search engines. Google, Docpile, Ask Jeeves.
I see a pony with a troll face on it. That's what I get. Not very inventive. And then a lot of just ponies. A lot of ponies. With little text on it that says that friendship is good.
Friendship is magic, yes.
It sure is.
It's a shame I don't have that with any of you.
Magical friendship.
Well, that's repetitive. If friendship is magic, if friendship equals magic following the equation, then to have friendship or magic is to have friendship. I suppose, not all magic is friendship, but all friendship is magic, so it's not perfectly translatable.
What's the sort of conversion rate?
I don't.
One unit of friendship. How many units of magic do you?
Well, we know if friendship is magic, then friendship equals magic. Well, no, not really.
But it can't be if magic doesn't equal friendship.
Right. It's impossible to know what magic equals, so friendship might not equal magic because we don't know how valuable magic is compared to friendship. And in that case, it's impossible to determine the truth because we have incomplete data to ascertain any claim.
Could we just say sort of magic in cubic feet? That the way we could.
Wasn't it last week who was like, fucking cubic feet, what the
hell? Yeah. It's like magic.
Yeah.
So I thought that would fit.
Sure, magic
like,
is...
you could say, I have 6 stone of magic.
There we go. Okay, in that case, there we go. Magic is equal to 2 cubic feet of friendship.
Yeah. Now, how much...
How many friends do you have to fit within 2 cubic feet?
Or is it more of the sense of friendship, meaning that an asymmetrical friendship will produce unequal amounts of cubic feet of friendship for each friend?
I think scientists are still unclear on that.
Yeah. We need sheep for that. You know, does something with lasers.
He's a physicist, he can do it.
Yeah. And he's German. That probably helps too.
There you go. That's the racial divide. Not the racial, the cultural divide there.
Oh, God.
You don't have to refer to me by that title. Come on.
I was about to say that.
It's just, I'm a horse and there are freaking lions all over the place and alligators.
Huh? But you have 3 attacks.
And reach on one of them. 2 as well.
Okay, a lion is sleeping. I'm gonna sneak past it and go and eat its plant.
Lion has a plant? What?
Yes, and I'm gonna eat it.
What? Is there something wrong with him creating a potted plant?
Alright, this might be another ignorance thing. I didn't know lions were omnivorous.
Well, they're not. It's just sleeping next to it.
Oh, okay. So it's automatically
like
his.
Lions like Shadow.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know how big the plant was.
As felines, if they pee on it, it's theirs, right? That's how they claim things.
Hey, hey, hippo.
If the lion peed on the plant, we can assume that it thinks...
Then the plant died, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know anything about lions either.
Lions are freaking insane.
Wisdom is to know nothing. So, you know,
that's right.
I'm very wise today.
Ignorance is strength, goddammit. That's what George Orwell taught me.
The less I know, the more powerful I am.
Absolutely. Freedom is slavery, so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, really. I imprison people for their own good.
And put them on the ale wall.
Yeah. Just hang him on there. You sort of have to lift, but when they stick, you know, you can sort of let go.
That's right. Very adhesive surface. And it's as if they really don't want to be separated from it anyway. They just dangle there, their little stubby legs kicking.
Oh. You know, after sort of not understanding it at first, now I'm just seeing, like, not, like, fantasy dwarves, but actual, like, little people.
Oh, shit.
That makes it so much more offensive.
Yes, it does. I stopped at the fantasy barrier here. You just...
Yeah, that's not appropriate. Not okay.
Are there any other vertically challenged people you want to put on the wall too? Or what?
Vertically challenged.
You got to think of nicer ways, you know, euphemisms to allow everyone to fit in society, man. Okay.
Yeah. Words are bullets.
Oh,
Since when?
That's not what I learned on the playground.
Oh.
No. I learned that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
And then they beat you.
Yes.
The end.
That's what would likely happen, I feel.
Good story, everyone.
I'm not sure saying that to someone who wants to hurt you is the right way to do it.
Well, you
Let
gotta
them think that the words hurt. Let them have it.
Well, that's why I said on the playground type of situation, you know, where you might be monitored under the supervision of your peers and, you know, your elders.
Oh.
I'm not saying, like, you know, in an alleyway somewhere.
Like you tell the mocker, he's like, give me the money. Give me the fucking money.
Pulls out a knife.
You can say that, but I know that with just words, you can't hurt me.
That's right.
Then he got you. I guess over there he would shoot you.
That's right. He just pulls out the knife, fucking drives it into my chest. See, I told you.
That's not a word. I win.
And then I ascend to heaven. The end.
Well, you died before you could turn the other cheek, so you only can.
They'll understand.
Sorry, it's like written in stone. So
Don't tell me what the
Sticks and
rules are.
stone.
you can't. You can't.
So when are you gonna get your personal union over Sweden and Norway again, Manikai? Is there like any sort of news about that?
Personal union. You know, our current family is like from Lauenburg or something.
Oh, you
so...
don't even share the same dynasty now. Shit.
No. I mean, to some degree, all European royalty. I mean, not cousins, right? But we're sort of outbreeding right now. Bring like a girl from China and one from Australia. So I guess we're trying to cover some favor with foreign powers, so that at some point we might be able to get the investment or the war subsidies we need to hire German mercenaries, and then good to go. We've been looking especially at the halberdiers of the Pope.
All right.
Quite the troop we need.
They don't do a whole lot.
No. Like he wouldn't.
I can't even remember the specific name for them. The Swiss Guard or whatever type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. They're the Swiss Guard, a mercenary company. So we can hire them and send them to Sweden.
I know, with their jaunty, colorful uniforms.
The problem is, though, that we sort of know that when we begin to take over, Russia's going to snap a villain.
All right.
So the balance of power has to be kept somewhat.
Do you even have a royal marriage currently with Norway and Sweden?
Not yet. We sort of ran out.
Oh, okay.
They're like 2 years old.
So there's currently a regency and interregnum, of course.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a regency. We have like a really old queen, but she can't really marry anyone now.
Well, technically she could.
Well, she's married to a French guy.
Okay.
The French don't need them.
Then we have like her children, but they're already married to non-royal people. Really stupid arrangement.
Oh.
And then
how is your country supposed to prosper with that arrangement?
Exactly. I mean, I said the same thing. Yeah. It really is not working out well.
I mean, I guess you won't. I guess without a royal marriage, you won't lose stability for declaring war upon Norway or Sweden.
Oh, that's something. We have a permanent casus belli. So.
Oh, sweet! Never expires.
It's called Sweet with an exclamation mark.
What are the percentages for like aggressive expansion, prestige?
It is 0 prestige because there's no prestige in winning with Swedish people. Expected. There's zero infamy because basically it's just putting down a revolt. So,
okay. So massive aggressive expansion. I see.
Yeah.
Any sort of diplomatic, cost lessened for claiming
diplomatic cost
things?
is just 100%.
Oh, okay. Across the board.
It is just a revolt, but then again, they don't really think so. So.
Yeah, I guess at the very least it is a CB if you have nothing else. I think fabricating a claim sounds better than that CB though. It's sort of weird, like claiming your own land. It's just not. The cores have run out, but they can be remade. Well, that's not how outsiders see it. Outsiders don't see it as your land, so obviously fabricating a claim makes perfect sense.
I'd like to see that in the headline. Denmark claims.
Well, you don't. That's the objective is not to have that be discovered, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they.
It always is though, like halfway through.
Maybe they would have done that like 300, 400 years ago. Just like publish a newspaper like bulletin. Such and such fabricates.
Sweden is actually Danish.
That's right. Austria actively fabricating claim on Venice. More at 11.
Did you know?
Have you heard?
That'd be a great read.
We are not that outraged. It seems that they've been doing it for a long time, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Quite frankly, I think it's all just a bunch of piss and vinegar. It's not like they're actually going to take up arms and come over here anyway. Said one resident who, 57, retired professor.
Yeah. With an Austrian accent. He changed street signs.
There's the rub. Fuck. Yeah. I like to think all of this laughter is just getting out the nervousness before we inevitably die.
Oh, sure. I mean, There's a special word, at least in Danish, for the humor you have when you're about to be hanged.
Yes. It's gallows humor.
Yes, exactly. I didn't know it was the same thing in English. Apparently it is.
It is. We haven't done a whole lot with gallows here in a while, but the phrase still exists.
Why not?
As it turns out, the grim dark reality of the United States, we've actually devised other ways to kill people.
Oh.
Yes. Some would say more humane than having them dangle by a rope until they snap their necks, you know, stuff like that. Because after all, you know, not everyone had their neck snapped. Some of them just died from strangulation.
Yeah, we have ourselves hired some philosophers to devise a great way to punish people. We allow them to die with a meaningless life of nothing but semi-luxury. No hope of things getting better. They live in a warm place, get varied food, and have a TV and a computer.
I don't think these scientist specialists are really working out for you. Oh, great
we only have money
philosophical
enough for like one star, so I mean, it's some extra administrative grades.
If only we gave these crime doers, criminals, I had trouble thinking of the word, the accoutrements of society, so that they would realize the error of their ways.
All this could be yours for only an amount of work. Quite big amount of work, but you can enjoy it now because you did some crime.
That's right. And know that it really could have been yours, that you could have attained it through your own means. Sir, I did attain it through my own means. I robbed a bank. No, that's not what I meant, yes. No.
It has happened that someone has walked into a bank and just shot up in the ceiling and then waited for the police. Because they were really hungry. So, yeah. I guess that works in a way. It's like fusing the police and then like unemployment checks. I don't know if you have them over there.
Yes, there is. There are unemployment benefits. It can be difficult to apply for them. Because of how rampant just the abuse of the system is by so many people.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That is quite a bad case over here as well.
The end.
Apparently people like free money.
Well, what? Free money! Woo! Free money! Well,
I'll ruin it for all the rest of us.
Yeah, by your description, I just need to go over there to Denmark and then just like walk into a bank and shoot up at the ceiling.
I think you would be probably sent back home.
Shit, they would probably extradite me. Yes. American prisons are not as glamorous.
Oh,
no.
I have heard the stories.
Well, they vary because we have such a vast nation with not just federal prisons, which are controlled by the federal government, but each state has its own, prison systems as well. So your quality of imprisonment can vary depending upon where you are.
So is that where you did the crime? Is that how that's?
To a large extent, yes. If it's done just within a single state, and if you're only targeting things that are a part of that state. Like if I walked into a bank, like a business, like an actual business, people make banks for business here, just walk into a bank and then do that there. However, if I walked into say there are federal banks as well, which bridge the whole sort of state gap, and they are located maybe all over a certain region of the country or across all of the nation. If I walked into something that's federally owned, then I would go to a federal prison.
And are they more or less desirable? I have a feeling they're less desirable. But...
Yes. To my knowledge, I've never spent any time within a federal penitentiary, but common knowledge is, at least among the ignorant, is federal prison is less desirable. Another way to do that would be to commit a crime in one state and then cross state borders. That makes you a federal fugitive.
So what if you flee to Mexico?
Well, I suppose...
If you do something in Texas,
you know,
and then you flee to Mexico, you have not entered another sort of state of the United States. But
well, I imagine after the extradition, and I would probably be sent to, I'm not sure. I'd imagine it could be it would probably be Texas State Prison, which I wouldn't want to go to either.
no, I have a feeling of maybe California or something might be the best place to
There we go.
do something like that.
I'd actually like to go to a prison in
The
Hawaii.
little I know of Hawaii.
The Hawaiian prison. Going to commit a crime in Hawaii.
Like they could give you like a coconut shell and put you in a hut or something. Sort of thing. You will stay on this island, and I mean, if you don't, there's no really way to get off. So, good luck. You have like a hut here, there's some coconut like things and like banana stuff. You can fish if you want. Or, sort of the other direction, it's like a bone cage hanging over an active volcano. Those are the two sort of possibilities.
Yes. With dancers sort of like dancing around, outstretching their arms to the sky.
Yeah.
Chanting.
Iesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Doesn't seem that Hawaiian. Alright. That's more something you hear back here. Oh.
You know, one of the secrets of Hawaii is that they actually learn Latin.
Like the Knights Templars moved to Hawaii. It's the next Assassin's Creed game.
There
you
go. The Aloha Order will be at your door shortly, Manica.
Aloha Order.
The Aloha Order.
They come and like give me like a flower necklace. Greeting.
Give you like a coconut full of milk.
A pamphlet where it says like, oh yes, you come for a holiday thing and look at the wonderful coral reef. Wild manatees swimming around.
They succeed on their diplomacy check wildly. Move you 2 steps from indifferent to friendly. Yes, I'll go there. Yes, absolutely.
Right, yeah. They leave like really nice people.
Yeah. Aloha Order, man. Grimith tried to warn
I can
them.
tell no one.
That's right. If you ever tell anyone, they will revoke all of your benefits.
Secret Hawaiian handshake and all that. So, yeah. I actually have a question. How does Puerto Rico work? Is it like an autonomous thing, or how?
Puerto Rico is under the umbrella of the United States. They are United States. They're not a state. They just.
I know they're not a state, but just don't know what they are. Like a territory? Is that what you call them?
I think like a territory protectorate, something of that nature. I don't know the exact term. I'm several years separated from government, but yeah, they're within our sphere. They definitely get federal funding from the United States, and they enjoy the protections and pleasures of all of our culture. I've been to Puerto Rico myself. I spent some time there vacationing. I've seen a bit of it. It's pretty rough on the small island as a whole. There's quite a lot of poverty. And there's a vocal minority who clamors from independence from the United States, considering the fact that the United States is pretty much responsible for building the road network, the businesses there, that sort of thing.
Anything. You have the same thing about our sort of small islands around in the sea. Like, we want to be free. And we're like, yeah, go ahead.
You know, and there are many people who enjoy it because they have the sort of like the pleasures of being within the sphere of the United States without sort of the, I guess, the burdens of it. I don't have an educated opinion about it either, so much of what I spout is ignorance that I've picked up over the years.
I mean, you probably know more than I do, though.
Yeah.
We have our own, like, Greenland, who's, like, not a part of Denmark, yet they're in our control, and they don't really get to decide things in the sort of whole. Because our colonies, if you will, they have like they get to elect their own group, and then they get to send 2 people to Denmark to represent their territory, and they have then about that's about like 3% of our government comes from the colonies. So they get a tiny amount of influence, but not really in the proportion to the population, I guess. Then again, it's just snow up there, so who cares?
See, that's just what I imagine Northern Europe to look like. You know, much less Greenland, just snow everywhere all the time.
Here, it's just beaches and pigs.
Beaches and
fields.
pigs.
Beaches and bacon. That's what Denmark's got.
Wow, that is...
It's not the worst, actually.
I think I know of many people who would like to move to Denmark.
It was voted as the happiest country in the world at some point.
Do you feel as if that's accurate?
I would not want to live in another place. I mean, it has faults, certainly, but any place does, right?
Right.
It's quite decent, honestly. Can't complain. Live in the Scandinavian, which is, I guess, by Scandinavians considered the best part of the world to live in. You know, I have a white complexion. I'm young. There's not really much to complain about. So in the
Scandinavia and the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why you must assert dominance, Danish dominance over there.
I don't know. I guess Scandinavia currently has just sort of a bit smug, maybe. You know, like we're sort of Scandinavians together in being happy, and maybe we're so happy because we know that the rest of the world really isn't as good as us.
Oh, okay.
So
which is as much steeped in cultural ignorance as anything else over here in the United States.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right?
Denmark is known for one thing, then it's xenophobia. So if it's not in Danish, people just don't care.
I think xenophobia is something which transcends cultural differences. Amusingly enough,
you have it there too.
Yes. As it turns out, I think xenophobia is a worldwide problem.
Yeah, I don't really know a place that wouldn't have it.
So, what do we have in common, Manikai? Xenophobia. Oh, yeah, that's quite.
We hate outsiders. Especially people from the Middle East. Terrorists, damn all of them.
Especially the vertically challenged.
Yeah. Gotta hang on a wall.
The vertically challenged terrorists, put them on the frozen wall. What?
Odin will judge them. We do have those people, actually, who go and like, sacrifice the Norse gods and such. They're not that vocal. They tend to keep to themselves, but you do have those. If you go to the forest, you might see, like, a rock, whereas they put some blood on it and stuff like that.
They sacrifice livestock, I assume?
Yeah, but they have to do it. They can't just, like, cut them open with a stone knife or something. That's not allowed. They have to do it sort of humanely. So they usually butcher the animals first, and then they sacrifice it.
And just butcher the animal, yeah.
In good Norse fashion, and drink a lot.
We could just slit the sow's throat and have it, have her bleed upon the altar. Instead, we'll just butcher her up, flins the meat from her bones, and then eat her. Yeah.
That's you make. At least that's what Odin would have wanted.
Odin would have wanted me to have a pork flank.
What would Thor do? It's a comment. Usually that is rage and throw a hammer at it.
People walk around wearing little bracelets, WWTD. What would Thor do?
Or, of course, it would then be in Danish, so...
Right.
I'd put it like HV... T... G, I guess. Much less catchy.
Yeah. Not as catchy, no.
No. Doesn't really have to, like, rhyme, I guess.
Yeah. The rhyme.
America. If known for one thing, it is known for one thing. It is the whimsy.
Is that the cultural perception from outside of the United States within Northern Europe, at least in Scandinavia? Whimsy? The United States is sure whimsical.
Generally, it's like if you had Fallout and then that. Basically. Guns and like violence and disease and corruption.
We are a land of plenty, so much so that one of our forms of entertainment is building massive monster trucks that drive over shit.
See, that's rather crazy.
Admittedly, one thing I've done sometimes is because basically at large stadiums as well, instead of monster trucks, so we basically just got a bunch of cars crashing into each other as a show.
That's right. We have destruction derbies, or I suppose, let me rephrase that, DDS. Destruction derbies.
Yes.
Derby.
I still say derby, even though everyone else says derby. But...
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello, Jonas.
well, looks like we're about to start soon, so I'll be right back.
Server's up.
Looks like we're about to start, so I'll be right back.
It's the best way of doing things.
We've learned a lot today without you, Jonas. I learned the difference between a pony and a horse.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I also learned quite a bit about Scandinavia. And, I did you know that Denmark has a permanent CB over Norway and Sweden?
CB?
Yeah, Casus Belli.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I guess I know now.
Yeah. They could have fabricated a claim upon, like, one of your provinces, but apparently they've always had that.
Well, you know, if I would perhaps turn that around to say that, yes, we have a few bones to pick with Denmark as well. Goddamn Denmark.
Not bone. I'm gonna pick your bones.
Oh, you know, if we didn't beat down the Danish oppressors, Sweden wouldn't be Sweden. Freedom!
You see, it's funny. He said something about rebels.
Of course he would, the imperialist bastard.
Really, I don't understand how you two can be in the same call together. I mean, my goodness.
without it coming down to a fight. Yeah, you know, we are of course very civil. If we talk one-on-one, however, it's you know, that's simply Tina have to leave the house because we are screaming at each other.
Your ancestors fucked over my ancestors.
Fuck you!
You should be a part of us. Oh!
Yeah, that's usually how the calls go.
I hate you. See you on Friday.
All right. God damn it.
I'm here, by the way.
Yeah.
Hello.
Then you can attest all of these things.
I don't know. Normally we just harass
Oh my, your pony's
people
an
that
upgrade.
do stupid things.
You're not playing the game, Tina. Come on.
Gotta play ball here.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta give me something.
Maintain the illusion. Come on. Come on.
Give me something to work with. Goddamn.
Oh, I don't want to because Toxic Jungle frozen. And I'm sad.
Oh. Well, let's see. Grimith and DDS has connected. I'm still waiting for Manikai and Tina.
Oh, yeah.
The Dane's being very slow today.
Yeah, well...
The Germans are being slow.
Today, you say, but...
Someone's being creepy.
Thank you, Tina. I assume it's Tina.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what that sound is.
Sweet Manico.
That's Menakai's.
That's me.
God damn it, Manikai. Well,
That's
it's in the same house.
chair?
It's in the same
It's like
house,
a fanfare.
Yeah.
Right?
Haha.
No,
Well, your Imperial Highness.
Thank you.
Grimith, me and Manakai
About
live
time the Swedish
in a
announced
one-room
their-
apartment together.
That's right. I call that a house. A house is a home if you feel safe pooping there. It's true.
There you go.
So, yeah.
If you don't feel safe sitting down on the toilet, then it's not your home.
All right. That's
I've never heard that definition before.
Ancient
Seems
words
good
of
to me, actually.
ancient words of wisdom
and
brought to you
spoiled
by from across the
Old
pond,
sage,
as it were.
old sage Grimith has spoken.
Yes, quite. And for my next trip,